One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today. Good afternoon. Well, it's actually almost evening, y'all. Okay, if you can, let me move this over. Because if you can hear my computer, can I be honest with y'all? My computer is overheating. I don't know what's going on with my computer, y'all. But I got this thing over here by the light. If you can hear my computer, I apologize. I just want to jump on really quickly. We're going to make video number 2 today for the AAA Tough Love series. We are talking all about the emotionally immature woman. And today, I want to talk about her inability to parent, her inability to be an effective mother to her children. Okay, so this is not going to take long. This is actually not going to take that long. I'm going to make this video pretty quick. I have a client coming in at 6 o'clock, but this really is not going to take that long. Okay, so the emotionally immature woman is an ineffective parent. She really struggles to parent her children. A lot of these women had children very young. So here's something for you to know about women who have children under the age of 21. So if you have a child under the age of 21, okay, your first, second, or third child, you suffer from arrested emotional development. You may even suffer from arrested psychological development because you were not able to go through all of the stages that you needed to go through in order to grow, in order to be emotionally mature. You were not able to have a normal, healthy childhood, teenagerhood, young adulthood. You were forced into a role that no 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old should be in. And so that right there means that you are stuck. You are stuck at the age that you had your first child. That means that you're going to struggle to sacrifice for your children. That means that you're going to see your children as emotional support for you instead of the other way around. You are going to parentify your children. You're going to ask that your children help you out, help with the other kids, help by getting a job, help by, doing all the housework when they're 8 years old, help watch the other kid, all that stuff. Because you, being emotionally immature, you need help, right? You need emotional attunement. You're going to ask your child to be your best friend. You're going to treat your child like your best friend. You're going to tell your child all your business that you shouldn't be telling a child or a teenager. So let's not get it twisted. Y'all be telling your 15, 16, 17-year-old that's still your minor child. You're going to use that child as a pawn in whatever game you're playing with the child's father. So if the child wants to, see their father, you're going to weave a tale about how he's this and how he's that and he's no good and blah-de-blah. And you're going to give the father a hard time seeing the child. Well, no, because of this and that, and I don't like this and that, and you dating so-and-so. This is what emotionally immature women do. They use their children as little therapists. They use their children as providers. They call the son the man of the house. And they call their daughters, like their best friends. They tell them all their business, all their grown adult business. They start dating a new guy and the new guy do something they don't like. They come home and tell their children. They tell their daughter. So the daughter is usually the best friend. The son is usually the man of the house. And I need you to do this and that. And I need you to take it. Now, listen carefully. These same women, when the son want to grow up and he want to get married or he want to get a girlfriend, it's the same woman that's going to shame that son. It's the same woman. Oh, how could you leave your mother? How could you? Here come the guilt trips. This the same woman that want to sit in the front seat and let the wife sit in the back seat. It's the same woman that want to call her son all hours of the day and night, and I need this and I need that, knowing full well he got a wife and 3 kids at home. This the same woman that's going to feel a way about the wife. She going to feel a way about him getting married, and she not going to like him and her, and she don't think she right for him, and blah de blah. That's what emotionally immature women do. They want to keep their son as their little husband. Okay? And they want their daughter to stay their girlfriend. And they may even feel a way about their daughter moving on, feel a way about her getting married, feel a way about her having other friends, feel a way about her getting married. Well, who's going to be here for me? Who's going to take care of me? Who's going to watch out for me? And if it ain't that, she's going to compete with her daughter. She's going to flirt with her daughter's boyfriend. She's going to, be extra nice to her daughter's boyfriend. She's going to compete with her daughter. She's going to do her best to bring her daughter down, to talk mess about her daughter, because she is competing with her daughter. How dare her daughter have youth and beauty on her side? This is what emotionally immature women do. They are incredibly ineffective, toxic mothers. Okay? And a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all are very familiar with this scenario. If you are a man and you've had an emotionally immature mother, some of this is sounding familiar. If you're a woman and you felt the competition from your mother, or you felt your mother, wasn't your biggest cheerleader, or if she wasn't that, you and mom are best friends and you got to tell her everything and she got to tell you everything. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. If you have an emotionally immature mother, she did not put you in the place of a child. She did not protect you. She was not emotionally attuned to you. She was too busy running in the streets getting male validation. Okay? But these are the signs of an emotionally immature woman. She is not an effective mother. She is not an effective parent. She puts her children in situations and circumstances that are dangerous for them. Because guess what emotionally mature women do? They stay out the streets. They keep men out of their home. They keep men away from their daughter and their sons. They put their children first. They sacrifice for the needs of their children. They go out and work multiple jobs. They do whatever they have to do. They parent all their children. They don't ask that the oldest parent the youngest. They parent their children. Okay? They work on having a relationship with the father, especially if the father wants to be involved. They make sure that the father is involved. That's actually to our benefit as single mothers. That's why I never understood this idea of keeping the kids from the daddy. Why stress myself out? Why are the kids with me 24/7? Why am I stressing myself out? I didn't lay down and make the children alone. Why should I parent them alone? But women like this, they will call themselves using the child against the guy, pitting the child against the guy, or using the child as a pawn, not realizing they're hurting the child and they're hurting themselves. So, yeah, this one's brief. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all are familiar with this dynamic. You might even be, oh, yeah, something like that happened to me. That is a sign that your mother was emotionally immature. There are a lot of people I know who had emotionally immature mothers that it's the reason why they're not a mother. They're not interested in having children because they're like, oh, no, I don't want to put a child through that, or knowing good and well, you don't have to be that kind of mother. I had my first daughter at 31. I had my twins at 34. I thank God every day that I got my life together, got myself together. Not that my life was jacked up, but I fully became a woman. I fully I embodied the mother archetype before I became a mother. Before I became a mother, I embodied that archetype. I did not jump from maiden to vixen or lover all the way. No, I was already in that mother energy when I had my daughter. Okay, because I was a grown-up. And I made sacrifices. I made sure that she came first. I made sure that, she was well parented. The twins came along. I made sure that they were well parented. You know, they have a relationship with their dad. He's welcome to see him whenever he wants. There's no pitting the children against their father. None of that is happening. So some of you are very familiar with what I just described. And it may be, you know, kind of shocking, almost a wake-up call when you think about your mother, how you were raised, how things went down. It may almost be shocking to realize, oh, my mom was emotionally immature. But it's the reason why a lot of people are not having children, is they did not have a good childhood themselves. So they're like, yeah, why would I want to subject a child to that? All right, y'all, I'm uploading a video, so I got to twitch my mouse. But yes, that is a lot of people's story, especially if your mother had you young. I can't tell you how many people that come into my practice, I say, what was the age of your mother when you were born? And what's interesting is it can go either way. I have women who follow that cycle. They have their children around the same age, 16, 17, 18. Or I have women who don't have any children at all. They're like, nope, that was the last thing I wanted to do is have a child. My mom had me at 15. It was really a struggle. I was partially raised by my grandparents, and, you know, I would not want to put a child through that. Like, it has turned them all the way off. But just understand, emotional immaturity is something that we can overcome. It's something that we can work on. If you see any of these signs in you right now, if you find yourself using your children as your emotional support or as your therapist, if you find yourself talking to them about things that don't have nothing to do with them, I want you to make a commitment that you need to find some real friends. You need to find some adult friends. I remember when my kids were young, like 7, 8, 9 years old, and I would have to punish them or I'd take something away. And they'd say, oh, you know, I don't like you. You're not my friend. I said, I don't need you as a friend. I got friends. I got friends. I don't need your friendship. You're not hurting my little feelings. I got grown adult friends. Okay, as y'all well know, I do not give a fig about being liked. My number one modus operandi is to be respected. So that's what I'm after with my children. I'm not after being liked. I'm not your little friend. I'm not your little playmate. You will respect me, but outside of that, we good. We good. But if you notice these signs, if you notice you struggle with sacrificing, if you notice you struggle with, you know, not letting the kids see their father, and you really don't have a good reason other than you feel a way about him or he dating somebody new, that's not a reason to keep your children from their father. Okay? Let that man be a part of his children's life. Let him parent. Let you get a break. Because again, you didn't make him on your own. He was involved in the process. Let him have 50% of the process of raising them. Okay? But cussing in front of your kids, you know, going off, temper tantruming, that is unacceptable. When I see it happening, it's like nails on a chalkboard. It really irritates me because it's unnecessary. And here come your trauma spilling out on your kids. Just stop it. No, unacceptable. But like I said, I feel bad for Cardi B's children. I feel bad for Rose Miller, the Queen of Kings lady. She cussed her husband clean out in front of their children. It's just horrible. It's just horrible to me. And it's so unladylike. It's so unfeminine. It's just, I just can't take it. I cannot take it. These women and how they act and then how they say they want to be treated. Well, in my mind, one is connected to the other. If you cussing me clean out, I'm not treating you like no sweet, soft, feminine little princess. You cussing me clean out, you throwing things and you tantruming and all this food. No, baby. It is despicable. It is absolutely despicable. Okay? So this one is brief. That is another one of the signs of the emotionally immature woman. She is a toxic mother. She is an ineffective parent. she has issues that she needs to work on. And if she doesn't, she's going to pass those issues on to her children. So you can work on this. You can grow. You can become more emotionally mature, and you should. And if you've been guilty of any of these behaviors, you need to apologize to your children. You need to tell them, you know what? I have not been an effective mother. Okay? But this, I'm seeing it everywhere. It is running rampant. It is running rampant. Women out in public, women in Walmart or Target or the grocery store, cussing at their kids, slapping their kids. You know, and I'm like, and had you just used a pill, you know, had you just got an IUD, had you just used a diaphragm, like you could be free of all this foolishness. But no, you didn't want to have no self-control on the front end, and now your children have to pay the price. So I really feel a way about that, y'all. I have zero toleration for abusive, toxic mothers. Absolutely unacceptable. All right, I got to go. My client is here. Thank you so much for patronizing the channel. Thank you so much for all of your support. I appreciate you all. Please head over to YouTube so you can see this video in its entirety. You must be subscribed to my Instagram channel if you want to see it here. I'm actually going to post it right now. But if you want to see it for free, you can go over to YouTube. Please subscribe. Please like the video. I thank you so much for doing that. And as always, stay open to love.